Gotta give to the needy.
Okay, you should be live everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere we got connected.
Cool. Happy New Year. You control you people. How y'all doing? Hopefully the holidays was good for you and you're having a beautiful new year thus far. You know how we start every episode what I'm grateful for. Grateful for another day. I'm grateful for another shot at doing bigger and better things this year. Um Grateful for my family, for God, for my immediate friends that I call fam basically. So I'm grateful to y'all because without y'all, none of this would be happening right now. So, man, love that. I'm grateful for my Bears,
Mm.
number 2 seed, even though I don't like our matchup.
Who y'all got?
The Packers, yo.
Why don't you all beat the Packers though?
Yeah, it took us to have like some crazy late game heroics plus an onside kick plus OT. Like it took a lot.
That's isn't that what you want? Cardiac Caleb?
Hey, I don't want to make it to the playoffs and lose to the Packers.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
Yeah, that's not cool. Like if Eagles would have done their job, we would have had to play the 49ers and that would have been tough, but we would have played the 49ers in Chicago.
Right.
That would have been a little harder for them to have that air crazy game in Chicago in that cold weather. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, on to this episode. Peace is the goal. Or I'm sorry, peace isn't the goal. Why entrepreneurship is a battlefield.
Mm.
So I've been, mm, I've really been analyzing some things and looking at how the past, I'll say 4 or 5 years have been, you know, finding a way to survive through COVID with a business and, starting the business up and being scared that I was going to fail and then watching things grow again, but also see that that I'm not killing myself in there all the time anymore. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing. So it's um it's a good thing because I've been able to spend more time with my family. The bad thing is that um it hasn't allowed it it allowed some things to fall through the cracks that maybe I wouldn't have let fall through the cracks. So um and what I mean is like I sort of got a little stagnant because preparing to move in this new building, waiting on this construction to happen, and thank you, sir, thank you. And being sort of stuck in limbo because we can't do anything yet till the construction is done. So it's I've been sort of living this, mm, excuse me, peaceful life, and I didn't like it.
You know?
Yeah, I was becoming lackadaisical. I wasn't training as hard as I could be personally. I wasn't, I was training my fighters, but I wasn't evolving my fighters. And when we lost those fights in the last, at one of the last MMA shows, I was like, what am I doing? They're making silly mistakes. They're running out of gas. That never happens. And then I have Bree, who's just mopping up the floor with everybody. And I was like, I got to get back to some old school training methods. And I got to get back to designing better plans for practice. I have to design more specific, precise, strategic plans. And so that's sort of where my mind has been. The reason why I thought that is I thought peace was the answer. I thought peace would bring about joy in my family life and in my life. I thought if I slowed down, chased everything calmly, balanced, stay quiet, things would be good. But what I found out is that I started becoming more and more restless. And I thought, I'm like, oh, I'm still grinding. I'm just switching my focus, right? I'm building the podcast. I'm working on this book, and I'm doing this on social media, and I'm doing stuff. But I could be doing more. And I had to come to terms with that. And it really came about when this restlessness was starting to hit home. I'm not handling my wife's emotions the best way I could. I'm not handling everything the best way I could. I'm a little more short than usual. And to answer the question, were you content? No, which was the problem. And it's funny because when I removed war from my life, I didn't become peaceful. I became restless. And that restlessness looked for a target. And sometimes the target was on point, like I said, with the podcast. And I'm being grinding. It's not that I've been sitting around doing nothing. It's just I lost a little of that edge. And I think I've talked about that before. And I realized that I can't just wait for this new building. I have to get to work on certain things now. I have to set the tone. And this camp has been a big eye-opening experience for me because I went back to studying. I went back to researching. I went back to diving in like a student again. I started studying other coaches that I've never, and here's a key, that I've never studied before, right? I would always go back and look at coaches that I've looked at before, double check certain things, study my own notes, study my own playbook, more or less. But this is the first time in a while that I've actually looked at new information, that I've actually incorporated some new things. And the past month, the way I've been running Fight Camp has been completely different. It's been even more structured. It's been even more precise. Drills that are focusing on working from the ground, working from the wall, attacking, and not just, hey, we're just going to get off the wall. No, specific drills that are keeping them from just being stuck. Look, do something to put yourself in danger. Do something because I just need you to work right now and be okay with losing. If you lose position because you're trying to work, so be it. You'll eventually figure it out and get better. But just staying there is losing you the bout. So let's do something. And it's been incredible. And then on Sunday, I had them doing bear crawls up a hill covered in snow. They get up the hill. They got to do 10 push-ups. Shadow box for a minute. and then go to the bottom of the hill and do it again. And then we made it harder. Once we got to 5, once we got to round 5, everything changed up. All of a sudden they had to do multiple hills, multiple push-ups in between, 10 push-ups up top, burpees at the bottom. It just became cruel and unusual punishment. And then striking drills once we got inside. So it's like everything has been more precise and I'm loving it. And I know I'm doing something right because I've dropped like 12 pounds. So it's like everything is just and what I've learned. Here, hold up. Wait a minute. Corey, did you get the clips that I sent you? Oh man, maybe I didn't send them. The reason why I know this is where I have to go is because I'm built for war. I've had to be vigilant because of all the abuse I took. Fighting gave me a way to regulate things because there was an action involved. And survival was just like my baseline. But when I removed myself, when I was able to get a better perspective on life and get outside of survival mode, I had to learn how to go to war while not in survival mode. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And it's this weird understanding because my nervous system doesn't regulate through rest. It regulates through engagement. I've slept better. Actually, let me make a correction. I've slept better, but I've been waking up at 2:30, 3 a.m. again. And I not being able to fall back to sleep. So I just got to go get it. And it's this, I end up super tired by the end of the night, but I'd rather that than wake up tired in the morning. Right? And now tie this into being an entrepreneur. When you get home, you want to be comfortable. You want to understand that life is peaceful. But running a business is one of the hardest things that you could do. It's difficult because everything's on you. And it's a constant war. And building this podcast, working on a book, doing social media, running a gym, coaching fighters, it's all a battle. It's all a war. I'm at war with YouTube to try to get bigger numbers. I'm at war with social media to get engagement. I'm at war with myself to make sure that I'm a better coach and a better gym owner. It's a constant fight, man. And I had to accept, and I've talked about this before, I had to accept that I just enjoy war. I enjoy fighting. And if I'm not doing something that requires that part of my brain to turn on, then I want to argue. I'll debate anybody over anything. And I love it. It doesn't wear me out. It actually wakes me up. It like charges me up. So if I could put that energy into coaching, into working out, into the business, now I'm properly using that energy that needs to get spent, that is there, my darkest side, right? And I haven't talked about this before. Have I talked, Corey?
No, you really haven't gotten that much into the entrepreneurship of things.
Yeah, like,
People speak to this more.
yeah. So I just had to come to terms with who I am and stop trying to always be Zen. Like I've done more swearing. Like I got a clip coming out where I think I dropped the F-bomb probably 20 times because I'm just mad that they're not doing what they know how to do. And it's like, it's crazy. It's actually kind of funny now that I think about it. But it's just like a minute or two clip of me going off about doing this drill correctly. And I really took my foot off the gas on coaching in some ways. My wife was telling me, "Oh, you're so nice to them now." And I'm like, "How am I nice? Like they're dying." But no, they're really dying now. 2 people have already cried out of my 4 MMA fighters. Right? I'm just wearing them out. Like we're going to break through some stuff this camp. Win or lose, you're going to be a better fighter. And I've kind of lost track of like, yeah, I want to win, but like we got work to do. And as we get ready for the next TBA season, life is going to be crazy. And I love it. And when we move into this new building, I like the fact that I'm already charged up. I'm already ready to go. So much so that I'm going to turn down a free trip to Mexico at the end of the year because I don't see how I'm going to be able to leave to go to my gym or leave my gym. For those of you that are thinking about being an entrepreneur, understand the pressure, risk, uncertainty, and the responsibility that comes with it. And if you're like me and you got a darker side to you, you got a side that likes to go to war, use it. Use it. Because business did not create this wiring inside my head. Business gave it somewhere to go. That's clever. I'm just saying. And if you also have a darker side and you're an entrepreneur, I'm guessing you don't like to sit still. Everything, if it's too calm, it feels empty. And when it's quiet, you feel like you're losing your edge. And it doesn't mean that you can't be still or can't be calm or can't sit in quiet areas. I do it all the time by myself. The thing is, my brain, it might be quiet, but my brain is working out a new things for the business or new ways to attack certain things. Like while I was lifting weights yesterday, I listened to this Steve Jobs speech when he came back to Apple. I think it was like, 97, 98? And he's talking about branding. And he's talking about milk and how milk would preach that it's healthy for you and it's healthy for you, even though it's not. And their sales never went up. And they changed it up and they said, got milk? And the sales started going crazy. He talked about how Nike doesn't market that they don't market their shoes, they market their athletes. And sure enough, what came up on Christmas Day, or what was it, Christmas Day or right around Christmas? What's her name? Caitlin Clark, new shoe came out, new commercial. When I think about the Jordans, they didn't sell the fact that what Jordans look like. They said, want to be like Mike? Like, so basically what I'm saying is that the fact that I want to go to war and I want to strategize things. And I mean, I've showed Corey this before. I showed him how I have ChatGPT plan out strategic battles for me to actually counter what's happening and then have them counter me and then me counter them. So it's crazy, but my brain always wants to calculate things and strategize things and work it out. So I'm giving it something to do that with. And maybe, Corey, maybe you'll feel this one. Peace without direction feels like suffocation to a warrior. Peace without direction feels like suffocation to a warrior. Problem wasn't intensity. Problem was no outlet. It's why athletes don't know what to do with themselves. It's why drug dealers make the best business guys. Entrepreneurship equals war because you have to fight. The things you have to fight are uncertainty, comfort, self-doubt, failure with no guarantees that you're ever going to get it back. It's bananas. Are you doing all this running around just to get the videos up?
Yep,
I've just been watching you move around. So let me say all that again. Let me say all that again. Let me entrepreneurship equals war because you are fighting uncertainty, comfort, self-doubt, and failure with no guarantees of success. Being an entrepreneur is hard. It's dirty. It's painful. It's exhausting. It's never ending. It's one of the most craziest things that you could do. And when you could stay focused and you can build something that's great, you'll be so shocked on how good it makes you feel. I would encourage anybody that's dealt with any trauma, childhood trauma, you're perfect for an entrepreneur. You just got to learn how to structure that. Learn how to structure your mind. Anybody that's been any vet, I know you're made to go to war. You should be building a business.
Business is
that clip ready to play?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, let's play that clip because that clip goes right into what I'm saying.
All right, we ready to play it?
Yeah, play it from the.
Yeah, we'll move it back.
business is war. There are competitors, winners, and losers. It's binary. You either make money or you lose it.
Run it again.
Yeah, one more time.
Business is war. There are competitors, winners, and losers. It's binary. You either make money or you lose it.
One more again.
Run it back.
Yeah, well, just one more time.
Business is war. There are competitors, winners, and losers. It's binary. You either make money or you lose it.
Notice he said you either make money or you lose money. There's nothing about keeping money. That was Kevin O'Leary, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Business is a war. And I don't know what clicked. It was something that just clicked in my brain that was just like, why am I denying this side of me? Why am I just trying? Why do I think I have to just be out of survival mode all the time? How's my business going to grow? How am I going to reach 200 students? Like right now, I'm about to do the impossible. Nobody thinks you can have 100 Muay Thai students in the city of Madison. I'm already over halfway there. Watch me. Watch me do it. Then watch me have 200 students in my gym. It's going to be crazy. Now, this next clip, Tommy from the Peaky Blinders is talking about this was let me build this scene. This was at the end of season 2 or 3 or something like that, and he just went through a war. Basically, his family is these gypsy gangsters, and he's been moving in and taking over different businesses. Yeah, yo, this was right before World War II, and then it leads into World War II. They're about to come out with a movie. So yeah, hit that, Corey, please. Tommy Shelby.
Mr. Shelby, you're meant to be resting.
I've learned something, Francis. There's no rest for me in this world. Perhaps in the next.
That's how I felt. I just needed to move again. I couldn't be resting anymore. Rest tomorrow. And when you're an entrepreneur and you're going to war every day, the battlefields look completely different, right? Business, lifting weights, working pads and bags, building something that demands full presence. So I'm thinking outside of the box of just the family. I don't want to treat my home and my family like it's a battlefield. So that requires me to do other things to satisfy that part of my brain, that dark side that wants to go to war, wants to fight, wants to battle. I went from fighting to being an entrepreneur, right? So I got to make sure I'm feeding my brain things that it can fight against. Peace isn't the absence of war. Peace is choosing where the war lives. Let me say that one more time for y'all. Peace isn't the absence of war. Peace is choosing where the war lives. I am choosing to have my war in my businesses. Like the branding ideas that I've been coming up with, I've even outdone myself, to be honest. Like I got done with one of these plans and I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm not even talking about my gym the same way other people talk about gyms. I'm branding this completely different. Let's get it. And I mention this because I'm doing it this way. Business absorbs intensity so it doesn't come home. So I don't have to bring that same energy home. Like yesterday, I got done lifting. So I coached. I was at the gym from about 9:15 a.m. till about around 4 p.m. So I put in a full day. And I got home from lifting and I was like, man, I'm tired, but let me put on a smile. Let me put on a good mood. Let me do this. My son was in a good mood. Watching him and my wife play, like that was awesome. We played a couple games. Well, actually, we played like 6 card games. I smacked my son in football on Madden. And then everybody sort of went and did their own thing. And I was like, wow. If I come home and I bring calm and peace home with a smile on my face, regardless of how I feel, life goes a lot smoother. I had nothing else to go to war with. I coached, I lifted, I planned out some new things. I was like, man, let me get to the crib and just chill. My wife was like, at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock, something like, no, I think it was like 7. She was like, oh, I should really do some other work, but I don't really want to. I was like, so what is it that you want to do? And she was like, I want to do my Legos. And well, she keeps, for Christmas, she got like 4 or 5 different Lego sets of like, one of them is a bookshelf. So she actually has books in there right now. And other one is this big house that's got like, it's a ridiculous amount of pieces. It's going to be an entire village, I think, or something like that. But I was like, no, it's Sunday night. Your work is done. Go do that. Go do your Legos. And she was like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm finishing up my branding stuff. And so she was like, well, you're working. I'm like, yeah, but this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm working, but I'm almost done with it. And so, I don't know, it was cool. And the problem is like what I've noticed is like when I'm not, when I have nowhere to put that battlefield, it comes out in the worst ways possible because the intensity doesn't disappear, it relocates. And it does it without my permission. It just goes somewhere, right? It shows up as a tone, control, picking fights, emotional pressure. Like, and it's not like my tone is crazy. It's just like, yes. Yep. Okay. Uh-huh. I hear you. It's like the most monotone thing in the world. And for some reason, women hate that.
Sounds like it's disconnected.
Yeah. Yeah. A warrior without a battlefield will turn his home into one. Yeah. I'll say it one more time. A warrior without a battlefield will turn his home into one. Entrepreneurship done right burns pressure, protects the home. Suppression equals explosions. Command equals stability. I never need to kill the warrior in me. I need to lead him. And it goes back to just being okay with that darker side of me that wants to go to war. And understanding that I'm not going to get back in the ring and fight, at least as of right now. So I'm doing it in the weight room. I'm doing it in dropping weight. I'm doing it in building my business and branding and doing all these different things and making sure that when I move into my new spot, I'm already on lock in so many ways. All I got to do is move the equipment. And it's been so much fun. Entrepreneurship is not chaos when war is chosen, recovery is respected, grind equals purpose. Or grinding with the purpose. Again, being an entrepreneur is one of the dopest things that you can be. Wait, do you have that third video ready?
I do.
Play this. Yeah. Because I love Dana White. I know a lot of people don't. I absolutely adore him.
I laugh every time I hear people saying, yeah, I don't like working for other people, so, I want to work for myself because I want to set my own hours and I want to, yeah, right. Let me tell you what, when you work for yourself, there are no days, there's no Christmas, there's no fucking Easter, there's none of that shit when you work for yourself. In the early days.
It's a grind.
Exactly. It's you're working through all those holidays. Every day something bad happens. Every day there's problems. every day somebody's trying to fuck you and take what you built, and you know what I mean? It's a war every day when you get up in the early days.
That's two different people that have told you being an entrepreneur is a war. If you have a brain that likes to argue, that likes to battle, that is needing something, I'm telling you, entrepreneurship, put that focus into something. Embrace that side of you. Embrace it fully. I like the fact that I'm a monster. I like the fact that I'm an a-hole. I like the fact that I just go out and get it. Again, I am almost 99% sure that I am not going to Mexico with my wife's family for 5 days and all paid inclusive.
It's all inclusive too.
It's all inclusive, dog. Because I don't know who's going to cover my classes when I'm gone in the new gym. Want me to leave my new building in the first year for 5 days in another country when I know things are going to mess up? Now, here's the trick. Can I get everything lined up so I can do this? Right? I don't know. And I'm prepared not to go. My wife is still going to go. It is what it is. I've accepted it. I'm not going to war with that. I'm going to war with my business. I'm going to win every time. I'm going to lose a lot of battles, but I'm damn sure going to win. I'm going to win the war. Calm isn't the goal. Balance isn't the goal. Command is the goal. I've talked about it before. El Capitan. The crown sits on me. I didn't ask for this position. It just came. I don't crave to be a leader. I just am. And I'm not just saying this just to say it. I'm saying it because of the staff that I have that follows me, the students that I have that follow me, the fighters that I have that follow me, my kids who follow me, my wife who follows me. This is the life I've chosen. I go to war in my business so my home can be a place of peace. That's not imbalance, that's leadership. So if you are running a business out there, learn from my mistakes. Come home with a smile on your face. I think I'm gonna do an episode. I haven't talked about it before, have I? Where they're talking about lying. Gotta lie to your wife. You gotta lie to your wife. Oh no, I haven't talked. But basically, what I'm saying is like, you just gotta.
Said lie about what?
Oh.
They're trying to
So
call you out right now.
yeah, Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin had a conversation, and yeah, and Nikki said, Nikki's basically telling James like, you're off at your job, and you put a smile on your face for this white man, but you come home and I get all the pain and the suffering. I get the worst of you. And James like, yeah, I love you. She's like, yeah, you love me, and I love you, but I get the worst of you. And she said, come home and give me smiles. Come home and give me that. And James was like, I can't lie to you. She said, sure you can. Yes, you can. Of course you could lie to me. And she even takes it a step further. She says something that is really funny. I'm looking it up right now. She said, I want to read the whole thing. You don't have a dream. You don't have a dream. Fake it. But the relation, you can't fake a dream. You got to fake it because we don't have dreams these days. How the hell can you have a dream for what? Well, wait a minute. There's two people talking. Never mind. I messed that up. Of course you can lie to me. And you will. If you love me, you're going off with Maddie someplace. You're going to lie to me because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. Billie Holiday say, hush, hush now. Don't explain all right, except that what is the truth. Basically, she's saying, and what I'm giving you advice for is when you're an entrepreneur, don't bring that baggage home. Come home with a smile on your face, excited to be home. Be excited to see your husband. Be excited to see your kids. Be excited to see your wife. Be excited to see your kids. Be excited when you walk in that door. Don't bring that baggage home. Lie to her. She doesn't want to hear that. I can tell you right now. You come home and you tell your wife that you're struggling with money, you're going to freak her out. Don't bring that to your wife until you have a plan and you know exactly how things are going to turn around. Hey, so next month is going to be really tight, but this is what I'm going to cut. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And we're going to be okay. And all the bills are going to be kept up. Your wife's just going to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Hey, next month is going to be super tight. I'm not making as much money. Wait, what? So what are you going to do about it? I don't know yet.
I'm gonna go watch the game.
Yeah. That's something you shouldn't have told your wife yet. Right? And for the ladies that are entrepreneurs, come home and give your man the same energy you gave everybody in your office, in your business. Your man needs that attention too. Give him some booty. Give him some attention. You be all right. Your marriage will go better. So I never did the Nikki Giovanni, James Baldwin, huh? I'm about to make a lot of people mad. That's a crazy one. But hopefully I help some people here. I want to talk about being an entrepreneur more. I think it'll be easier if I actually if maybe Corey asked me some questions or something. Or I think of some questions that I can answer, because the dope thing, I need better home energy. Ooh, that's bars. That's bars. Let me tell you, man, what's crazy is that I knew that answer already, but sometimes I get caught up like, man, I came home in a good mood and she's still cranky. It's like, why am I coming home in a good mood then? It's like, wait, I got to do that consistently, regardless of her mood. Because that's being El Capitan. That's being the general, the leader. So hopefully I helped y'all, man. We just got to keep getting it. Keep grinding. Accept who you are, yo. The more I accept myself, the better my gangster. What you think, Corey?
I like that.
I like that. I still got to fix my home energy.
It's really
My
simple,
home energy
dog.
needs a lot of work.
Did you say it needs a lot of work?
Yeah, it needs a lot of work.
Nah, it doesn't need a lot of work. It's so simple. you come home and you be excited to see your wife the same way you were excited when you guys were first together.
Did some crazy things then.
Yeah.
I was trying to still impress her.
So come home and impress her.
That's a
Impress
tall
her with a
order.
smile. Impress her with a kiss out of nowhere. Impress her with a longer hug. And just do it all the time.
Consistency.
Yeah. Impress her with noticing something.
Yeah, that would impress her.
Like, make it a point. And I mean, I get it. I don't notice things. I'm blessed that my wife is constantly in need of validation. So she usually says something before I can say something. Even if I notice it, she's like, so what did you think about this? It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you that. But it's those little things.
Right.
And it's funny because it'll actually give you more energy to go to war at work because you're not at war in your own brain at home. Show up with your kids the same way you did when they were babies and they were doing something cool. Everything was new.
Yeah, I need better kid energy.
Yeah,
I'm always in teaching mode. It's more.
Yeah.
It seems like it's more about what you're not doing.
yeah,
and validating the things that you are doing.
yeah. I'm glad.
So I have a bad habit of that.
I'm glad I had a small break between Kiara and Isaiah. Coaching Kiara and being heavy on what she wasn't doing correctly.
Yeah.
Allowed me to learn from that and be a better coach and father to my son. And realizing that my son is the best of me.
Right.
He's got all the best qualities of me. And also realizing that lecturing him or doing certain things, it didn't work with me. Right. So what I do is I hype up his wins and I ask more questions about his losses. Because usually he doesn't need, if he got a bad grade on something, he usually doesn't need me to come down on him.
Right.
He's already mad at himself.
Right.
So it's like asking questions how we're going to fix this and then hold him accountable.
Problem solving.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Now that doesn't mean I let him skate. Like he forgot to put the dishes away the other night. And I was like, hey, you still got to do this when we get home from the gym. And I'm like, I'm going to give you some extra stuff to do at the gym now because you didn't get that done. Instead of flipping out and making it a big deal, it was just like, there's nothing we can do about it right now. This is what we're going to do. And then you're going to get home and do it later.
Right.
And he did. And he was in a good mood about it. Like, so it's being an entrepreneur and going to war all the time is great. You just can't bring it home. You got to be better at home.
Facts.
But I'm telling you, Corey, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's really simple. It's come home with a smile. You just turn it off.
Right.
Turn it off. Come home with a smile. Smile and I love yous and have conversations with people.
Conversations. I'm not that good at that. I need better conversation energy.
You have conversations all the time. You just don't have conversations with them. Like, and it's not like, and the cool thing is, because you got boys, the cool thing is like you can have conversations with them about sports.
Right. Yeah.
Like my son and I talk about football all the time.
Right.
So it's cool. Honestly, we had a talk this morning when I was dropping him off. I was like, hey, you got half a year left. Let's lock in a way you've never locked in before.
Right.
And let's just bring it home.
Right.
And then we only got 2 more years left.
Yep.
And we can keep it pushing. Kid sends me, he's got a B+ in chemistry out of nowhere. I was like, damn, all right. And then he was like, yeah, I still got to work on these other 2 classes, though. I got to get these grades up. They're not where I want them to be.
I like that. You
Let's
can ask
get
for
it.
more.
Yeah, let's get it. So I try to put the ball more in his court.
Right. Yeah.
Let him carry that responsibility
Right.
because no matter what, he's got to live his life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because we want to lecture because we think we're protecting them. We think we're helping them. And sometimes they do need a lecture. Or as I tell my son, do you need my size 15 up your right now? But overall, it's problem solving.
Right.
Treating him like, honestly, like a manager of my business. He's the manager of my name. How would I talk to a manager? How would I deal with a manager? So, but yeah, come home with smiles, Corey.
Mhm.
Come home with smiles. Come home with we talked about it before. Come home with some of those written notes.
Really bad at those. I don't think any energy started there.
Better write down some old Josie lines.
Yeah, I can take those lyrics.
Yeah.
She forgot about them. Diary of a Mad Band's full of them.
Oh man. And you know what I'm gonna do with my son? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it in a couple weeks. I'm gonna have a Nerf war. Just going to war with Nerf guns. Just do stupid shit, Corey.
Right.
But come home with a smile. What you smiling? Why are you in such a good mood? Because I'm home. Because I'm home with you. I'm happy to see you.
I'd be winning if I said that.
Yeah. It's not hard.
If I was able to pull that one off, I'd really be winning.
I've had to really check this because I listen to dudes and they can't get women. So many dudes struggle with getting a woman. And I'm like, I've never struggled getting a woman. I struggle at keeping them. Let me do better. Let me change this up.
Wow.
So, but yeah, man, hopefully I helped y'all, man. I seen some people tune in. So that's all I got for y'all, man. See y'all next week. We got the next couple weeks are crazy, actually.
Yep.
So we got our normal on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we come back with Allison Armstrong.
Yep.
That's going to be bananas. And then the following week, I'm doing
Yeah, buddy.
MLK Day. MLK Day.
Do, do, do,
Um,
do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Tell him, what do you got for him?
MLK Day, I will have my ex-wife and my daughter's mother on the show with me. It's either going to be a very dope, emotional show, or it's going to be bananas, and I'm going to go viral for all the wrong reasons.
Bananas.
So I don't know what I was thinking.
It's the playoffs, y'all.
Yeah, for real. For real. So, all right, y'all, man. You control you. We out, baby. We out. This fool sang the whole theme song to the playoffs. That's craziness. That's straight craziness.